Hey team, so we decided that before we go ahead and make any more videos about this trailer build, we had to establish something right off the top.
Our original plan was to work on the trailer right here in Nanaimo, right? We're like, oh, that's fine. With a newborn baby, you know, it's gonna be super easy, super chill. Obviously that didn't happen when we moved the trailer into Levi's parents' shop.
Thankfully, we have been able to find the highest caliber professionals to help us with this project. My parents.
Have we done any of this project alone?
No, basically everyone has helped along the way, but now my parents are really involved.
Now it's official.
Now it's official. Now for many of you, this might not sound like a surprise at all. Maybe you were like, yeah, obviously their parents are gonna basically do this. But for us, I feel like we really had this lofty idea that we were going to somehow be able to do this thing ourselves. So this is kind of us coming to terms with the fact that, you know, this is definitely a project that we wouldn't have been able to do on our own, but also a way for us to acknowledge the amount of work and effort that my parents are putting into this project.
I feel like a lot of it has already gone on behind the scenes, but our hope right now is to kind of formalize the way that they help us on this project.
I always knew that my parents were gonna want to be involved with the project, that they were going to want to help make this thing a reality, and so we've just made it formal. We have weekly meetings where we get together and talk about what needs to happen with the trailer and what's going on forward.
They get to see Frankie too, obviously.
But this is also like their love language. Over the last couple of months, they have done a ton of work, from the roof to the windows to the floor. What I love about this project becoming collaborative with my parents in earnest is that it feels like we get to collaborate on something really meaningfully with them. We get to really deepen our relationship in a way that we probably wouldn't have if we didn't have this insanely over-ambitious project to tackle with each other.
One of the things that we realized, and if you've been here for a while, is that Guy and Jean also love a road trip adventure, as you know, they rode their Prius all the way to Mexico with us. So this is gonna be a family adventure vehicle. So anytime that any of us wanna use it, we can. Yep. But it'll also facilitate the 5 of us being able to travel together in slightly more comfort than the Prius. I love that Prius, just things have changed, you know? just a little. The other added bonus of this is that we get to go visit them a lot more regularly. Yeah. It's been tough because every month Levi goes up and spends about a week there working, but every other time Frankie and I are gonna go with him. It's a nice way for us to stay connected and also to make sure that Frankie spends a lot of time with his grandparents.
So in anticipation of this week's video, my parents have been prepping and cleaning the edge of our fiberglass shell in order to lay down our floor. It's a big job that they've already done, and it's a big job that we have to get into next. After an early start, we have arrived in Maple Ridge to pick up some wood for the build today. All the paneling that we pulled out of the trailer when we did the demolition process needs to be replaced. It's a really fine, thin kind of board that you can't really find a lot of places. Fortunately, here in Maple Ridge, they have a plywood shop that does exactly what we're looking for. They literally make the plywood for trailers and stuff like that. So it goes. Picking up an order for Levi Hildebrand.
Ah, yes, you be the Levi.
I be the Levi. My dad's a very thorough man, as you might have noticed. So this is all the plywood that we're going to be using for our ceiling as well as the walls in the trailer. It's always hard to get a full grasp of why these things are so heavy, but like this very thin package of wood took 3 grown men, like all of their physical strength, to move it into the back of this truck. This thing weighs like 400 pounds, and almost all of it's gonna end up in this trailer. So yeah, won't be worrying about having any traction on the back tires going up into the Caribou. So my parents have been cultivating a little bird community here on the front of the property. This feeder was set up by my dad, of course, and my mom as a little bit of an art project, as well as a place for them to be able to get to know the locals. So Dad this morning's like, I'm excited about this plywood. It's gonna be like Christmas. I didn't get Dad much for Christmas, but I got him 400 pounds worth of plywood. Okay, so we have all of our wood inside the shop. This is going to be first used for our floor, which, as you may have guessed, Mom and Dad have been working real hard on. Not hard on, that sounded weird. Let's jack off the tub, shall we?
Well, now we jacked the tub off.
So, this floor is gonna be our first build in this whole series. Since everything is going to be built onto this platform, we wanted to really make sure that this was going to be solid and structural for everything else that goes on in here. So what we're going to be doing is we're basically going to recreate from the molds of the old floor that we pulled out of here to cut new material and lay it in here. Bear in mind, I am just the messenger here. All of the technical details and the exact specificity of how we do that is going to be archetyped by my dad and Mom. So this is basically the idea. These boards are going to replace this piece, which was the bottom front, right? This was on the underside of the trailer and got all the water and stuff on it. So this is treated wood, correct?
Marine grade.
Marine grade. And so now we're just going to cut them all to the width, and then we can start putting it together. Okay, and we have our first part of our floor. Wow, that's way sturdier, eh? Like already that's way sturdier.
Oh.
This is more sturdy than the entire previous floor was. Okay, it's New Year's, and so today we're gonna do not a big party because everybody who we invited was just hanging out at home. So we're going to go and do our New Year's burn pile anyway. Right, Mom?
No, I can't see where I'm
I know,
going.
it's really hard to see. Oh my God. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a... Okay, now we're talking. So this fire is on a burn pile that my parents built up from this last season of logging. My My parents selectively log trees from the 10 acres of land for the wood stove in the house, and that's their sole source of heat out here. So that's 100% of their heat gets taken from deadfall on the property, and this is all the branches that are left over. That's a great excuse to have a little bonfire.
On New Year's Eve.
On New Year's Eve.
Wow, look at that, eh?
Oh yeah, look at that, holy. Your dad step it. Oh yeah, look at that. Like that, there you can see, like that pile is probably 7 feet tall. Wow, look at that. Okay, it's been like 5 minutes and we've let it kind of get hot. That is crazy. What's mom, what do you have? Bank information? Mom's like, this is my first grade class record that I got. This is when Miss Nivison gave me a C.
Did you have Miss Nivison?
I did.
So did I.
Mom! Wait, are we gonna have some of this?
Should I tone her down a bit, Jade?
Alright, so we have 3 little shot glasses.
It's on fire. I'm gonna hit it.
Oh my god. There we go. There we go. Alright, 3 shots.
Well, it's only whatever time.
6:30.
No, it's 7:30.
It's Happy New Year.
Yeah. 2024.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, that is. So I just had a meeting that I had to do, and it was like an hour and a half this morning. And I'm telling you, my parents can't stop. They have been in the shop since we woke up this morning, working on this trailer. I swear to God, they're more interested in this trailer than I am. What's going on here?
We're planning
Plotting against
while you're not here.
So of course, like everything in the project, it's more complicated than we thought, but so far the floor is coming along great. It's gonna be way more sturdy than the thing that was in there before. We're solving a lot of the problems that the previous floor had, and with any luck, we should be well along the way here in the next little while.
No, and then we'll be talking and we'll talk to the puppet instead of Levi, you know?
Are you seeing your puppets?
No, we want to have puppets. And then the puppets can tell you what we think. What do you
The
think?
puppets will listen to us, the command.
I think that we should put it 3 on the floor. What do you think? Oh, I think that's a great idea.
This is like the first time the whole fam has been in the shop working simultaneously. All 3 of us are in here just grinding, dude. Like, I don't even care if the floor doesn't work. We're all just in here, happy family, drilling, cutting, air nailing. This job is being done by Mom and I, and you can really tell the difference in craftsmanship from all the stuff that Dad was doing. Oh. What, I got a troll now, like following me around? Look at this.
Yeah, that's alright.
So this piece of wood was supposed to come to here, but we mixed them up and put it on the wrong end or something. I don't know what I did wrong, but this is a measurement mistake that Guy Hildebrand just wouldn't stand for normally.
Well, and you were moving too fast.
Hey, you and I are equally
I tried
bad.
to stop you.
Oh yeah, okay.
You just went like, poke, poke, poke.
So are we comfortable saying that that's it for the day? That we've exhausted the...
Work crew is
Done.
We're finished.
I think we're done.
yep, done.
But we have some version of the first part of our floor done. After so many more hours than we expected. It really doesn't look like we've done that much, but this is a milestone that we've been working towards for a while now.
This is a mountain you've climbed.
We have all said it multiple times today. Well, this is gonna be the hardest part. And then we get to the next part and that proceeds to be the hardest part. But we really think that this might be the end of the hardest part. And now we get to hopefully do the rest. But that's gonna have to happen another day because we're exhausted. Was this a bad idea?
My glasses are in here.
That's fine, we're... So just like back home with Leah, the family morning walk is a tradition upheld. I didn't realize that it was a thing that we do, but apparently a morning walk is essential no matter where I end up. But here on the property where my parents have lived for the last 30 plus years, it's a different kind of thing. Okay, what are we supposed to say?
No, this is like an album cover from the 70s.
Oh, this is an album cover?
Yeah.
We're the band, I guess, or are we just... Should we say cheese or something? Cheese! We're so good at the corny shit. That's really our... So we have to do a bit of an update on the windows. As you can see behind me, we have all of our window stuff kind of generally piled at this side of the shop, and that is because there's a lot of weird, finicky stuff that we have to do to figure them out. So last time we were up here, Dad and I took apart one of the bigger sliding windows and started fiddling around with some of the pieces to figure out what would need to be replaced and what not. So he broke the window and he just stuck a piece of aluminum in there and then duct taped it.
Let's figure out what the hell this is.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so dry. Here's a box full of the goodies that we have been tormented by over the last month or so. See, what we realized when we got into that deconstruction process is that we have a lot of work to do. So between the three of us, we have been doing a lot of research to figure out how to get these windows refurbished. And it turns out every single year of Bigfoot after ours had their windows made by Sunview Industries, and that would have made our lives a lot more simple. But ours are not. And so we've had to go on a whole rabbit hole experience to figure out how to fix these things up. Basically, we are going to have to try and find each individual part for all of these windows from a different place because of course there just isn't one miraculous manufacturer that we could find to do all this work. So Mom and Dad found a local expert. He's a glass guy. He has helped us organize this box and all these things. Nathan is a beauty, okay? He's basically our hero.
Yeah, Nathan West. Pretty cool, actually.
That's
It's
amazing.
a whole ecosystem.
So this track is what we are hopefully going to replace on many of these windows. This one is probably the worst that we have. There we go. There we go. Wow.
So look, the rubber is on this place.
So that is literally just growing its own oh my god, it's just
dry and
oh
that's why
no.
it doesn't work real well.
That's why it doesn't work real well.
Am I exaggerating? Yeah, it looks good, eh? Yay!
Wow.
Oh, and there's a natural break right there. Good job. You got that piece
Look
out.
at this.
Is that about 18 inches?
It's literally growing its own life forms. Yeah, we can't refurbish this. We're gonna have to replace this, I think. So we have a lot of projects on the go. Hopefully you are entertained enough by them to stick around for our next episode. In the meantime, we're gonna continue working on the next steps. And if you have any help that you can share with us in the comments below or DM me on Instagram or something. Holy cow. We'll see you in the next one.
Here, Levi, hit
What?
the Bigfoot.
Oh, the boy.
That should be at the end of each episode.
All right, everybody. See you in the next one. That's true. After the last little while, I think Dad got a little frustrated. Come on, come on, come on, dude.
I'm surprised you could do it without me.
So are we.
No, that's pretty good, eh?